welcome back. So in this video we're gonna do another wedding bells installment. I want to show you guys a bunch of stuff I actually ordered on Etsy for our wedding. A lot of it's just really small, kind of like favor-ish type things, but I wanted to show you guys anyway, so let's get into it. Just a little small background tidbit in case this is your first video watching, or you're new, or you maybe don't know or understand at all what we're doing because it's kind of weird. We're actually eloping, my fiance and I, with our closest family and friends. So there's going to be about 10 of us, and we're eloping to Florida, to this really small, really quaint little area that we found, and we're going to have a really intimate ceremony. Now after that, when we come back, a couple months later, we're gonna have a huge like reception type party. So you're gonna see all kinds of videos for this series and probably get a little confused because I'll probably be doing, you know, showing you our invitations and then showing you other invitations, and you're gonna be like, wait, did you already do this? So first we're gonna do like the ceremony, and then I'll actually post like a video of footage from that, and then I'll do videos on planning the reception party separately. So this is actually for the ceremony, so that's why there's not much stuff, because there's not really a lot of people who are going, but I did get some really cute stuff from Etsy, really sentimental, and so I wanted to show you guys in case anyone sees anything they like, or you're in the same boat I am when it comes to planning a wedding and losing your mind. So let's get into it. First thing I have to show you is actually something to put our rings in. So I have a little nephew. He's in his terrible twos, and he's actually the one who's going to be carrying our rings from point A to point B. So I'm not trusting a pillow for that. There's no way. So I got this cute little box. It looks like this. Really simple. I considered painting it to kind of match our more colorful theme, but I really honestly just don't have time, and I don't mind the color. And what makes it really truly special is the top actually says "with this ring," kind of a play on your traditional vows. With this ring I thee wed, so it just says "with this ring," which is really sweet. And then it's just really simple little box. I'm gonna put some like tissue paper, some like really pretty colorful tissue paper on the inside to nestle our rings in, so it looks a little bit more festive, I guess. The wording is actually the reason I don't want to paint it, because some of the lining is actually really tiny. That was annoying. Especially like with the little filigrees, so I don't really want to risk having to try and go into that with like with some paint. So I'm just gonna leave it as is. I think it looks cute. Really really simple. Nice. Okay, so the next thing, honestly I'm just reaching, so I'm not even 100% sure what the next thing is. I'm sure you just saw, but like with my previous Etsy video, when I showcase the shop, I'm gonna actually put the shop's name like here or here or here, somewhere on the screen, and then I'll link it down below as well in case you see anything you like. That way you can go directly to the source. The next thing I got are these. So this actually, remember what side the camera lens is on. This is actually a card. It says her vows, and there's 2 in here. Open that up. So you've got her vows, and then you also have his vows. And they're just plain blank cards for us to actually write our vows on. I wanted something that would be sweet to keep our vows in versus writing them down on a phone or a piece of notebook paper or something. I wanted something that while we're reading them would look really cute, because it's a card, and then we could also keep and maybe frame or do whatever we wanted with them, put in a shadow box, something. So I got 2 of these. They do come with envelopes as well, just like that. So Those were really cute. I was debating on getting like a book or a card. I couldn't really decide. And then I found these and they were really simple and I did like that, especially because there's gonna be a lot going on that day when it comes to like colors and textures and everything. So I think keeping it simple sometimes would probably be for the better. Quick thing before I go to the next one. I'm sorry about all the weird shadows everywhere. I'm trying to figure out why all of a sudden this has been happening. I know there's this one right here on my eye and I have no idea what's happening. So sorry about that. Hopefully there's just a couple videos where this happens and not everyone forever, or I'll scream. So the next thing I got actually came a little bent and I'm kind of sad about it. It's another card and it's one to send to your significant other the morning of, and it just says, "See you at the altar," with a cute little heart. And it is an actual card, so I can write in it and everything like that. But yeah, it came bent. Even though it was in a package with cardboard and said "do not bend" on it, it still came bent, which is really sad. So I'm gonna try and smush it between some heavy books and see if that might flatten it out a little bit. And then of course in my suitcase, maybe it'll get flat. The next thing is another card. Most of this is gonna be cards. I'm sorry, I know that's not really interesting. The most interesting thing I had for this video was actually custom wedding invitations / like announcement / program things that we were gonna have there. And then it just became a very big dramatic thing with the shop that we had ordered them from, and it ended up being maybe kind of a scam or maybe not. I don't know, it's still up in the air on what happened. We ended up just getting our money back, but that is a story for another day. If you want to hear about that, just let me know, because I'm not going to post any names or any shops or anything specific, but it was dramatic and I was not having it. But the next thing is another card. This one is actually to his parents. It says, "To my mother and father on to my mother and father-in-law on my wedding day." And it's just a little cute card. I got his mom a little gift because I got my mom, my sister, and my dad one. And I wanted everyone to feel included, and I also got them cards, which is the next thing I'm going to show you guys. So I wanted to get her one as well, but I was torn on whether or not I should get her one and my future father-in-law one, or get them one together. And then I saw this one and I thought it was really cute, so I went with this one to write a little note to the both of them in. And on that note, I also got these. So there's a couple in here and I gotta open it. Okay, so you've got, ooh, that reflection. It's all gold filigree if you couldn't tell by now. It's "To my mother on my wedding day," and it's got that shine going on. And it's just a little empty card. And then I've also got "To my sister on my wedding day." Same thing, just blank, but for my sister. And then lastly, I got "To my father on my wedding day." Blank. So that this way I can write really sweet notes to them about how they've been there through my whole life, and how this is a really important moment, and I'm so glad to share it with them, and sappy stuff like that. It's very emotional, as you can tell. So I'm going to put these back in the sleeve just so that they don't get damaged, because they all came packaged together, so I wanted to show you them individually. But now I need to get them back, and it's not working. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. With that one, she actually sent me a thank you card, or a couple thank you cards. It looks like 2 that says "Thank you from the Mr. and Mrs." or from the "Thank you from the new Mr. and Mrs." I didn't order these. I think that they just came in the package, because I looked at my invoice to make sure I hadn't made a mistake. But yeah, I hadn't ordered these. So she just sent them, which I think is really sweet. I want to make sure that they're both the same thing. Yeah, they're both just "Thank you from the new Mr. and Mrs." with the black writing, black font on them. which I think is really sweet. I actually bought my own thank you cards, but I could definitely hold on to these because you never know. I'm sure I'll run out, and at least I have 2. And then the last thing I'm going to show you guys is the one I'm most excited for. They came in little envelopes like this, although I'm not actually going to give them like this, but they did come like this, which I thought was really cute, so that they were pre-wrapped. If you wanted to, you could just hand it to people like this. But it's got a little Velcro spot on it, and then it folds out and out. Oh, I'm trying to do this so you can see. And there you go. So it's a little handkerchief that says "For Happy Tears" on it. I thought that this was really sweet. I've seen these all over like Pinterest where they just say "no ugly crying" or anything like that, and I wanted to get one of those for my friend who was gonna come, but then she wasn't able to, and I completely understand. But for my family, I didn't know if they would laugh at it or if they would just be like, "You're ruining a sentimental moment." So I thought that these were really sweet too, so I got these for the family that just say "For Happy Tears," and this is what I actually got. One for my mom, one for my sister, one for my dad, and then one for his mom. And they just have the cute little, oh, there we go, little, trying to see and do this at the same time, cute little scalloped lace edge right there, in this really pretty blue font. So I love these, and I'm actually going to wrap them in a little box with the cards, and have each box have a different color ribbon so I know whose is whose because the cards are all different, and then just hand them to them like that. So that's everything I got from Etsy as far as wedding stuff goes. I am going to do a wedding video dedicated to our invitations, I think. Maybe, I don't know. I can't talk about our invitations without talking about the drama of our supposed invitations and then what we ended up doing. That was all that I could figure out how to do, especially in such short notice, because we figured out the whole thing was a scam too little too late, or possibly a scam too little too late. Who honestly knows anymore? But let me know if you're interested. I may or may not film that video. I have no idea, but for now, this was this video. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye!